Welcome back to Cosmoholics Anonymous. I am your favorite new mama bougie vintage, and today's video is Botox. I'm back because y'all bitches clearly need help, guidance, and a little bit of shade. Hey Bo, my name is Phoebe. I'm currently a freshman in high school and I'm 14. I know you were just at home rolling your eyes and like, here we go, but not just yet. Okay, let's see what she has to say, you guys. I know you're at home pissed, blowing a gasket. Ever since I can remember, my mom has been tearing down on my appearance / body. She's basically saying I'm too fat for this and that, and it's truly affecting my confidence. I've been scared to go out just because of how I look. I want to know, how do I tell my mom to stop and how do I repair my confidence? My mom also puts pressure on me to be the best of the best in academics, and it's really been stressful. I've been in trouble for having 89s or B pluses. I've been so stressed because I have 2 B pluses and I know my mother would raise hell for it. She's a Haitian immigrant and does not care about my mental health or the fact that I crack under pressure. I'm in middle school. I've had many mental breakdowns over academics. I also have trash friends who are basically another version of my mom. I know I'm not perfect, but the shit still hurts. Anyways, I'm sorry that I rambled for a bit. I have no one to talk to. Please help. Okay, darling. Well, first things first, because I have a Jamaican background, I'm aware of how island people are and Caribbean people, and I'm gonna assume that Haitian people fall into the category because they tend to kind of just speak their mind and they're not so sensitive the way we're sensitive. Well, I'm not that sensitive, yeah, but I can be, I guess. They were raised differently, and so a lot of times it's hard for them to grasp certain concepts. You, being young and impressionable and kind of coming into your own, 14 is a very important age, and a lot of people don't realize that because you're starting over in a sense, because you're just starting high school. You just moved from being a big fish in a little pond to now a little fish in a big pond. That takes a lot of adjusting, and kids are going through hormones and just different things. So many different things are going on. A lot of times parents don't even realize it, but being a part of a Caribbean community or even the Black community in general, Black parents, especially if they're of the older school, their style of parenting is different. And also, if they were raised a certain way, they'll tend to carry that on and raise their children that way. So if your mom grew up and her mom was on her about her weight, she might not realize it, but she is now projecting those same things onto you. And no, it is not fair. No, it is definitely not right. But a lot of the times we kind of have to take things that our parents say with a grain of salt because we know that their mindset is not the same as ours. A lot of the times in our households, we're not allowed to speak up. We're not allowed to say what's on our mind. And so as you get older and you decide that you're going to speak up, obviously not at 14, you should start speaking up, but there's levels to this shit. As you do get older and you start to realize, well damn, when I was this age, I wasn't allowed to say this or that because I knew I was gonna get my ass beat. You start to realize that it wasn't really healthy, or that it's not really healthy, and it's very unfair. Even if you were to talk to your mom and say, hey mom, you say these things and they hurt me, there's a chance that she may not understand. And what we have to do in situations like that is swallow it and be like, you know what? I don't know what happened in her childhood. I don't know if this is how she was raised. I know how it makes me feel. I've expressed how it made me feel. And if you don't see any change in her behavior, then you know that it's something that's deeply embedded in her. And it's ignorant for her to not want to change, but at the same time, you have to almost accept the fact that people are stuck in their ways. And it's hard for you to tell somebody that's been doing things like this for 50 years. I don't know how old your mama is, but like tell somebody that's doing things by the book that they were given for 50 years to try to come in and tell them, no, this is not right. It's a tough conversation to have, but I think it's an important conversation to have. And I mean, the conversation can go either really good or really bad. If it goes really well, then woohoo, you have a breakthrough. Because a lot of times the problem is that we fear our parents too much to speak up, but you can't. I mean, I ain't trying to get nobody some advice and they go try to talk to their parents and their parents beat their ass, child. I ain't with the shits. But what I'm trying to say is that you never know what the result is going to be if you don't try. So you have to kind of just be as open as you were with me and say, look, Mom, I don't like this. This is what you say to me. This is how it affects me. You know, I'm hoping that we can find a solution for this problem. And if she's receptive to it and she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know, because Black parents don't like to apologize, child. Listen, child, there's no such thing as an apology for a Black parent. They're like, what's that? Who said that? Like, no, it's really hard to get an apology from a Black parent. They try to do things to show you that they're sorry, but they don't say, I'm sorry. When it comes to the whole parenting thing, it's hard to discuss. And the only thing that you can take from it, if it doesn't go well, is that you know how you're going to raise your kids. And you're going to break that cycle. As far as your friends go, girl, don't even bother with them. Because you don't have time for that. It's one thing to deal with it from your parent, but to go through it with your friends, what's the point? Those are not friends, you know? You could do a lot better by yourself until you come across somebody that is equally as positive and as genuine as you are. As far as the grade situation, there's nothing we can really do about that, because at the end of the day, parents only want what's best for their kids, and a lot of times parents are living vicariously through their kids. And I feel like if you as a parent didn't achieve those things, it's almost hypocritical of you to be breathing down your child's neck to do that. But obviously it's because a parent wants the best for their kids, but it's unfair to put an unfair amount of pressure on a child to achieve those things when they themselves haven't achieved those things. Like, you know, you can't be a high school dropout and be breathing down your child's neck to be a straight A student. Can you encourage them to do well? Can you uplift them and, you know, root for them to do well and get A's and B's? B's are not bad. I don't know why everybody acting like B's are bad. Listen, honey, anything above a 75 is good in my book. Hell, a 70 is good. I'm not going to chastise my child for bringing home a 70. And what parents have to understand too is that your child's not going to excel in every subject. I mean, of course there's kids that will, but your kid cannot excel in every subject unless they're fucking genius. You know, I did birth a genius child, so I won't be surprised if she does. But I'm serious. You cannot force your kid to get A's. You can support your child. You can get your child extra help so that they can try to achieve those things. But if they don't, you cannot say you're a failure to your kid. You have to be like, you tried. Parents don't seem to get that. But I mean, just keep doing your best. Don't overwhelm yourself with the work, and don't overwhelm yourself trying to live up to your mom's expectations of you. Don't not try to achieve, obviously, but if you can't, express that to your mom. Express to her that you are struggling here or there and you need the extra help. I mean, I ain't no damn math whiz. Like, what you want from me? Okay, we have a 19-year-old here, so let's see what she's saying. Hey Bo, first off, congratulations on your beautiful baby. She's adorable. Thank you very much. I look to you as a big sister, and right now I need some advice, and I would like to be anonymous. For years now, I've been insecure about my weight and my appearance. Just to give you some background about me, I'm 19, in college, have a job, and I'm considered to be the thick one in my group of friends. I weigh 170 pounds, and all of my friends weigh around 100 to 120. And boys our age seem to find them more attractive than me. I seem to attract old bums or boys that are too young for me. So one day this new guy got hired in the same department I work in, and he was so cute and chill. Did we not just cover this in the last BoTalks about dating people at work? Did we not? Every day, Lance would say nice things like how I looked nice and that I was sexy. He gassed my head up and I liked the attention. One day, he asked to link up with me after work, so I went and we just sat in the car listening to music and talking. He told me how much he liked me and one thing led to another and we hooked up. And ever since then, Lance has been treating me like his girlfriend, so I was cool with it. Oh God. We lasted for 8 months, but recently I saw his ex's boyfriend on my Explore page and he caught her cheating with Lance. He posted a whole ass video, and in the video I saw Lance lying between her legs making out. That's how do you visualize? Okay, I can't visualize, but okay. Child, I was heated. I called him like 10 times and sent several text messages. Still no response, and he's been avoiding me at work, talking about he ain't got time to talk about it. The only thing he said about it is that they were only making out. Only? What is... Jesus. Jesus be a tongue. But this got time to post on his Insta story an apology to his ex, but like, where's mine? So at this point, I let him know I ain't got time for the fuckery. But I'm still upset. Not at the fact that he was fucking around with his ex around the same time he was fucking with me, but that his ex is actually really pretty and now I'm comparing me and her and I feel like shit. Her ex-boyfriend that caught her cheating is my homie, so I hit him up and out of spite, I slept with him and put up a small video of us hugged up. Now Lance is pissed and calling me a hoe. I see it as he cheated. I cheated, we're even. But he sees it as I cheated on him and broke his heart. Where y'all find these? Where y'all find these? I need to go with my binoculars and see what is going on at these finding meetouts because I am very confused. What are you telling me? Oh my God. Who's in the wrong here? What would you do if you were in the situation? Well, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why we don't need that hypothetical. Because I would never be in the situation. Because I would never have pursued somebody that I was working with. Okay? Secondly, after I found out via Instagram that your ass was laid up with your ex-boo, well, me and you would never have spoken again, honey. Thirdly, I would never have assumed I was in a relationship with a man because we was talking for 8 months, okay? If he ain't asked me to be his girlfriend, I'm gonna assume this friends with benefits and I'm gonna go with the flow, okay? If you didn't claim me, I can't be mad. I knew what the fuck it was. So that's that on that. As for him, this is definitely a double standard. He said they were just making out, but it doesn't matter because you guys have sexual history. You guys are ex-boyfriend and girlfriend. You guys had no business laying down. Well, actually, y'all was never an item. Y'all were fucking and he was treating you like his girlfriend, but did he ask you to be his girlfriend? That's what you're not grasping here. He never asked you. So that's why in his mind, he doesn't see it as cheating. The thing with men is that a lot of the times they find that they have ownership over a cat that they didn't make per, child, okay? You cannot have ownership over the kitty cat. How you gonna have ownership over a Kit Kat when you don't have a share in Nestle, bitch? Let me know. Let me the fuck know. He got the game all screwed up. But that's how guys are. They think that they own you. And so when you betray them, after they betray you, it's a problem. But it really shouldn't be. So both y'all are dumb. Both y'all are in the wrong. And both of y'all wasting my motherfucking time. I don't have time for this foolishness. Like, unacceptable! And everybody knows you're not supposed to do things out of spite, especially not sexual things. Like, girl, if you don't go somewhere, please. My name is Marie and I'm 19 years old. I'm writing you because I feel you can advise me on my situation. In my senior year of high school, I had a boyfriend, the second boyfriend I've ever had. We didn't last long as we both had two very different visions of how we wanted our lives to be. We were together for about 3 months before he cut off all communication between us. It wasn't until a couple months ago that he reached out to me again. If I'm being honest, our relationship was only about sex. We didn't have much in common, and whenever we met, we had sex. I'm not the type that gets horny like that. I honestly don't even care for sex. I always said yes because I felt he would leave if I said no. I don't know why. So after he reached out to me, I responded. I don't know why. We ended up talking almost daily, and I learned more about him than I did when we were together. We eventually started meeting up, and the routine started again. We usually had raw sex, and it even led to a pregnancy scare. We had to rush to the nearest pharmacy for Plan B ASAP. So after about 2 months of sex, raw, and cuddling in his hot-ass room, he didn't have AC. Well, that right there would have told me no, honey. That would have told me no. I decided to ask what he thought of me. He sent that question back to me and I couldn't give him an answer. One night I decided to muster enough courage to ask him. This was when he told me he was still talking to another one of his exes and another girl his friends had hooked him up with. This honestly was a shock. I could not have continued to sleep with him if I knew he was talking to and possibly smashing 2 other girls. Our conversation has become non-existent now. He apologized to me and said he was trying to see which of the relationships got serious. Well, I mean, all is fair in love and war, honey. This didn't make any sense to me because he could just choose one and make it serious. No, honey, it don't work like that. That's what dating is for. Now, when you're in the dating zone, you're not supposed to necessarily be having sex with all the people that you're dating. Unless you're Nola Darling. Go with the vibe, you know, who you're feeling most. And that person that you're connecting with most might not be the person that you're having sex with. Even knowing all this, I still miss him and still want to see him, but I know how I am. I always get too close to people and I always end up hurting myself when I know there's nothing there. He recently posted on Snapchat, I miss her already. In my heart, I know he's not talking about me. So why are we emailing me about this guy? Why? He probably had a girl over and was talking about her. I was too much of a coward to ask who this was about. I wanted to be about me, but I know it's not. I know that if I lowered my worth and played his game right, he could be mine again. But there's no point. I don't know if I'm asking for you to slap some sense into me. Should I pursue him or just give up? No, bitch, I'm about to slap some shit into you. What the fuck are you emailing me? Why do you guys like to do this to me? I think you guys really genuinely like to see me react and be upset at the fuckery. Like, don't email me dumb shit. Really, bitch? You really just made me read all of this? For what? For what? Hey, Bo, just want to start off by saying I love you and your content and have been watching for years. But then your question better come correct, man, because the last bitch had me fucked up. You really inspire me in so many ways. Oh, thank you. Coming to you from Louisiana. I'm 15, but anyway, so me and this guy, Tommy, we're talking around 4 months ago, but I dropped him for this girl and she ended up dropping me. Karma. More recently, I had interest in Tommy, but he would only want to make everything sexual, and I caved in a little, although I didn't want sex with him because I don't trust him and he isn't worth my virginity. He manipulated me into things because he claims he was dared to, which was childish as hell. Well, I mean, y'all are only 15. What you want from a 15-year-old boy? Manhood? No, he's a child. After that, he ignored me, but I moved on from the situation and forgot. I saw a video the other day on the gram, and he was in it with some girl in his lap. But then today, he hit me up with this long-ass apology about his actions, and then I acknowledged the girl in the video. He completely ignored it. My question is, should I accept his apology because me and him were friends for a few years before this happened, or should I ghost his ass? I don't want to be with him anymore, but we did have a bond. Next case! This one's called I Give Up. Bitch, I give up too. Hey, Bo, I've been watching your videos for a while now, and you feel like such a big sister now, and Baby Salem is the cutest. Want to be anonymous. Okay. This person is from Toronto. I'm very excited. Okay, let's go. Let's see what she's saying. I met this cute guy at the station, Broadview Station. Hello, hi, how are you? And he asked for my number, so I gave it to him. Fast forward to the next day, he messaged me, and we instantly hit it off. I met a guy on the train once. He was really cute, actually. Honestly, I thought he was perfect. He's tall, he's like a big teddy bear, and he's 18. just a year older than me. I was going away for a week on a little family trip, and we would FaceTime whenever we got the chance to. We both wanted to hang out, so we went on a movie date. Watched The Incredibles. That's so cute. Me and Shooter went to see The Incredibles too. So we got to the movies and it was like we've been friends for years. Skip to about 3 weeks later, we hung out a bunch of times outside and at his house. Everything is going great. I even met his sister, so we decided we're going to go on a swimming date. Oh, your body must be banging, child. Ain't no taking me on a swimming date when I was in high school, honey. I would have been too shy. I would have had a t-shirt on in the damn pool. So the day comes, I get ready and I leave to go meet him at his house, and we live somewhat far from each other, about 45 minutes. So I get to his house and no one's home, and we go up to his room, and at first we're just hanging out before we leave, and then things take a turn and we start just kissing and making out. Then it gets more intense and he asked if we can go further, and I said yes, and I was a virgin and he wasn't, so we had sex and I'm okay with that. Like, I don't regret anything. But it's been like 2 weeks now and he recently messaged me saying I don't listen to him because I wanted him to come to the beach and watch fireworks on Canada Day, but he was kind of hesitant after his friends told him not to go because something bad could happen. Well, I agree, honey. I don't be going to Woodbine on firework day, honey. No, you guys won't catch me at no Toronto event. Y'all won't catch me at Caribana. Y'all won't catch me at Woodbine Beach. No, that shit is for the ratchets. Sorry. And I kept on pressing him on telling him that if he thinks something is gonna happen, we'll leave. He ended up coming and having a great time, by the way. And after he said that I told him that I have always listened to him and have been there for him, and all he did after that was leave me on red and has been posting subliminal things on the Snapchat story. Y'all just met. What you mean I've always been there for him, auntie? It's only been 3 weeks. Okay, I just can't. Anyways, thanks for reading. Sorry if this is long and confusing. I really don't know what to do. I haven't tried messaging him or anything. Should I keep doing that? After you have sex with a guy, things can go either really left or really right. I mean, if your punani is the BoETALKSS, the will be back for more. But sometimes guys, after they have sex with somebody, they don't feel like, you know, continuing. Sometimes guys enter in things for the wrong reason. I mean, he was very nice by asking you if you guys could continue and doing things, but sometimes we just have to bite the bullet, because if he wanted to continue things with you, he would not be leaving you on red, and that's just the facts of life. Somebody that wants to be with you is not going to leave you on red. They're just not going to do it. And posting subliminals at that. Like, you 18, my like, what you doing? What are you doing? That being said, I would probably just leave it alone. I'm not gonna chase no. I'm not gonna do the chasing, bitch. Okay? Do I look like I want to run a track meet? Do I look, no. Okay? Pleasantly plump. I don't do track. So we're not chasing 2018, 2019, 2020. Okay? We're not doing it. 2035, bitch. Nope, not happening.